Good evening. Hello, hello, hello. So today we are going to paint some trees just like these. And I am going to teach you a method that is super simple, super easy. You can paint spring trees, you can paint fall trees, you can paint fantasy trees. I don't know what this is. I was just having fun with colors and that's what it turned out like. And we are going to paint these trees tonight with this simple, small, natural sponge. Now this one came in a Winsor Newton kit of paints that I got. It was stuffed on the side. It's obviously just a slice of sponge, but you can get this anywhere. And with this simple little tool, you can paint these fantastic trees in no time at all. So let me show you how we're going to do this. I'm going to use my studio palette of paints tonight. You could do it with pan paints. It would just be a little bit harder, but you could do it just as well. You need your paints to be just moist, not wet, and you need your sponge to be moist but not wet. And here's what we do. We start out with a lighter color. Let's just do a regular tree. I'm going to start out with a little bit of yellow here. This is gamboge, kind of a orangey yellow. Maybe I'll mix a little of my Hansa yellow in there. And I'm just going to tap this in until I get a fair amount of color. I hope you can see that on my sponge here. Just continue to tap like that. And all I'm going to do is flip this over, touch it on the paper. There we go. Wherever you think there ought to be some of that tree, just tap it down. If you've really loaded your brush up, your sponge up, you have a fair amount of paint on there. You can paint a pretty large tree if you wanted to. This could come out like that. There we go. When you're done, reach into your water. I've just got a bucket of water up here. Reach in, get all that paint out, and just wring it out until it's just dry again, moist, not dry. And then we're going to take it, dip it again, tap, 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 into our next color, right back over. Just trying to think the whole time where my branches are, what form the tree is going to take. Here we go, just like that. Now this has got a lot of yellow in this tree, and it might look like kind of a mess to you. Let me zoom in and you can see it there. I'm going to rinse my sponge one more time. Just get it a little dry, and I'm going to put a darker color green on here. This is sap green. I'm going to mix it with just a little bit of olive green, and you're going to see our tree really come together right here. There we go. I've got a bough that comes in there like that. And what you see when I'm doing this is the yellow stands out as a little bit of highlight in this tree, and my olive green really kind of acts as the shadow color, and the in-between, the sap green in there, just really is my middle tone. So there we go. I'm done with that tree. I do need to put in a trunk and some branches, but we can do that in a second. I'm going to do another tree. This is fun to do. Whoa, going the wrong way here. This is fun to do. Let me slide this over. And let's do a fall tree. Okay, I'm going to start again because my Hansa yellow here is a nice warm yellow, nice fall color. I'm going to put another couple of boughs here on this tree. Let's see. Comes over, down here. Just kind of making this tree up as we go along. There we go. That's what that tree looks like. That's what the base of that tree looks like anyways. And now I'm going to rinse my sponge. just clean it off and tamp it dry, mostly dry, just like that. I'm going to come over and I'm going to get some of my maroon color. There he goes, just that little bit of paint on there. And I'm going to use that as a little bit of shadow color. You're just thinking about the shape of this tree. This tree seems to be a little bit wilder than this tree, but that's fine. Totally fine. There we go. And I could do one more color on there if I wanted to. There we go. Clean that off one more time. I got most of it out. There's a little stain, but that's fine. And I'm going to come into what I have on my palette. You may not. This is orange oxide. And I'm going to tap that on. It's going to give me, it's going to tone it down, just give it a little bit more fallsy color, I think. Nice orangey color to go with that red and yellow on there. One last rinse on my sponge. It's done its job. There it is. Nice and clean. Set it off to the side. I'm going to take a rigger brush and I am going to come back to our first tree. I'm going to go into a little bit of my orange oxide color here and just pull down a bit of a stump here. This is a number 3 rigger. It's a fairly large rigger. I'm going to take just a little bit of this color off of there. There we go. And let's see, this tree has a branch that goes up here, one that goes up this way, and sticking out at random places out of the top. Some branches here and there that you can see. And all of a sudden, what looked before like just a, I don't know, a random mash of all these dots, colors there, have now become this nice tree sitting right here. There we go. Beautiful tree there. And I come over here to our fall tree. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to get a little bit of our orange color. Whoop. I've got a spot of water right there. We're going to work right around that. Or try to. This is kind of an old craggly tree, it looks like. There we go. This trunk is just going to be a little bit bigger and we're not going to worry about it. We're going to come right up inside here. Just give the indication of a few twigs and branches here and there. You could use a smaller rigger if you wanted to on these little smaller branches up here, and you could really go crazy up here and just let these grow if you wanted to, whatever size, whatever number of these you wanted to put up there. And there we go. Our fall grasses are not quite as bright. So I'm going to dull my green down a little bit. Let's bring that down. There we go. And we've got a nice tree here with some fall color on it. We've got a nice summertime tree here with some nice greens on it. And I just think this is a nice, fun, easy way to do this. So simple, anybody can do it. If you've got a handy sponge, if you have one left over from, I don't know, cleaning something in the bathtub you can't, you're thinking about getting rid of, you might want to snip a little bit off and give it a try. I don't know, like I said, I got this in my painting kit. If you've got one of those, it'll be in there. It's probably all dried and hard like mine was and smashed in between a couple of pans. Pull it out, give it a try. This is really a fun way to paint trees. give it a try and let me know how it goes. If you like the video, give a like in the corner, subscribe to my channel. I would love to paint with you again in the studio. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you later.